Hi, it's Natasha with Brio Designs. I am going to show you how to make a cup turner for about 20 bucks. I have seen people posting on Facebook pages, Facebook groups about trying to find the cup turner, the spin it cup turner. I think I saw somebody said it was like $75 or $50 or something with the coupon. And even before the spin it turner, I wouldn't have paid that much for it. But I've been watching YouTube videos and I've seen a lot of videos for different variations of turners. Some using rotisserie spinners and different things. But I came across a few that showed you how to make them pretty cheap. And so I have merged a few of them to come up with the variations that I will show you today. And it's cost me about 20 bucks to make it when I added everything together. And so I will show you that. I don't have a wood shop. I don't have any type of work shop, bench, anything like that. I just have my garage and my craft room. And between that, that's how I've been, that's how I put these together. And so for the person, average person who just has, you know, the basic tools like a drill, screwdriver, that type of stuff, nothing fancy, then I think this is the perfect option for you in terms of making a cup turner if you want to do it yourself versus paying somebody to make it for you. So I will show you how to make two different designs that I have found on the internet. So I have this first one that I will show you that's together. It's a 12-inch PVC pipe here, two pieces of wood holding together with the motor attached to the back. This football, Dollar Tree football here attached to the end, and you basically plug it up and you can attach the cup to the end of it. So pretty simple design. Then I have this second variation that I have made. Basically the same setup, but this one has the adapter on the end. And what's neat about this one is that you can take this off. Sometimes you occasionally have, or you may have different cups, different mugs, tumblers that you are working with, and you want to change the ball on the end. And so if you have, like, say, one of the larger tumblers like this design here, you might want to use a larger ball. And so I can just quickly connect. Oh, it's not connecting that quick just because I'm here trying to show you, but oh, there it is. So I can put the ball on there really quick, so I can change this out without having to go, you know, make another tumbler. So this tumbler can serve for this turner can work with different size balls, because you actually glue these balls on so that they'll hold. So that's how you would do that one. So I'll show you that variation as well. So with that, I'm going to show you the supplies that you need to get started making these two tumblers here. So the first thing you need is some wood, and the wood is a 1x6-inch piece of wood. If you go to Home Depot, you can get the wood cut for you. They come in 6-foot and they come in 8-foot pieces. For a 6-foot, you have enough wood that you can make 2 turners. If you get the 8-foot, you have enough that you can make 3 turners. So with that, you want them to cut it in a 20-inch long piece here. So you'll want it to be a 1x6x20. So ask them to cut you 2 20-inch pieces, and you want to get 4 5-inch pieces. So 4 of these and 2 of the 20-inch pieces, and you're going to have 1 piece left over after you have all of the wood cut. You're also going to need PVC pipe. The PVC comes in a 24 or a 2-foot pre-cut piece. At least at my Home Depot it did. So once you get the 24 piece, that's enough for you to make 2 turners. and you can cut it in half. You can see I've cut mine in half. I just used the hacksaw to cut this in half. Doesn't have to be straight or anything. And for the first turner here, you just need 1 12-inch piece, or if you're going to use this variation here, you will need you'll need 2 6-inch pieces for the second variation. For the second variation, you'll also need 2 adapters. So you'll need the male adapter, 1/2-inch PVC adapter, and you'll need the female 1/2-inch PVC adapter. And I don't know if I said these were 1/2-inch PVC pipes, but that's what they are, 1/2-inch. You also need a 1/2-inch PVC cap. And for the cap, you will need a drill bit, and this is a, let me see, I wrote it down, 5/32 inch, 5 32 inch drill bit to put a hole in the cap here. You will need a lamp cord. Got this lamp cord from Walmart. I've also bought them from Amazon, Hobby Lobby, and I mean Home Depot is much more expensive. I want to say they were like $6 or $5 or something at Home Depot. This one was like $3 at Walmart, and I want to say I got them for $2 or something like that on Amazon. But make sure when you get the cord, you want a replacement cord, because you will need these ends frayed so they can connect to your motor. And with that, you need the synchronous motor. Got these really cheap on Amazon. I think I got 3 of them for $7 on Amazon. And to put this together, for this one, you'll also need a 7mm for this adapter, a 7mm flexible adapter, and to go on the shaft of the motor. And the adapter comes with 2 screws for this right here. It already comes with the screws to go on the side that will hold the motor, hold the adapter on the shaft, but it does not come with the screw, this screw here. And so you need to get this one, and that screw is, and I had it here somewhere to show you. Oh, here it is. M4 screw. So this is a hex screw. You can see on the top a hex one, but this is an M4 screw that you will need to go in here. And you can get this one from Home Depot or a hardware store. I'm name dropping, but a hardware store, but I go to Home Depot because that's closest to me. You also need some clamps. Any kind will do. This is what I have here, and the clamps will be to hold your wood together. I have this one clamped together so you can see. And you'll need Forstner drill bit, and the Forstner drill bit will be to drill the hole in your wood. So the Forstner bit, again, like I said, I don't have a shop or anything, so the Forstner will just go right into your drill, and you tighten it up, and then you can drill your hole in there. Also need some wood glue. I think this is called a quick square, but I use this to draw some lines on my wood. And what else? Oh, some wood screws. 4. Can't get them. 4 wood screws. Can't get these together. Don't ask me what size these are. I don't know. I just had them in my little tool chest, and yeah, they work. So I don't know how, and they fit. I don't know what size they are. And I think that's it in terms of the supplies. So now that we have all of the supplies together, I am going to show you how to put it all together. All right. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to put the tumbler turner together now that you know all of the supplies that you need. The first thing that you do is you're going to take your 2 pieces of 5-inch and drill holes in it. The first thing before you drill a hole is I take 1 piece of the wood and I mark off where I want to drill my hole. So I'll get in close so you can see. I drew my top line here, and this right here is actually the same distance as just 1 piece of wood. So I just took a piece of wood and set it on here like that, and then took my pencil and drew a line across the top like that. So that's how I got my top line. Then I took my PVC pipe that I had, and I put the pipe right on the top one, and then so you can see marked off the bottom. And then that's when I took this T-square thing here that I have. So got my bottom line and then drew the bottom line on there. Took my ruler, crisscrossed, and so now I know the center hole where I am going to put my drill, where my drill bit is going in the center hole there. So that's how, first thing I'm gonna do. Once I got my 1 board marked, then I put the 2 boards together, 2 pieces together, and I clamped them in before I drill. Now, another tip that I will offer you about the wood as well is to label your pieces of wood. And the reason why you do that, I did 2 pieces at one time, and you want to make sure that when you put your pieces together that the wood will slide smoothly through the pieces like so. So you want to make sure that when you drill, you have a mark. So I marked both these 2, B1, and then the other ones that I marked them B2, so that if by chance I had them separated or whatever, I didn't have them still clamped together, I would know which pieces go together when I drill those holes. So what I suggest you do is after you clamp them together, brace them down on something and then press through and drill your holes. I didn't have a drill press, as I said. I just used my drill and my pressure, regular pressure, and the drill bit was enough to get through actually both pieces. I did not have to stop as I was drilling. So I did see some videos where some people weren't able to drill all the way through, and but again, I didn't have any problems. I think you should be able to drill all the way through both of them. And if you can't drill through both of them, try to drill through one and at least get down deep enough so you can score the second one, so you will know where the hole is on the second one when you start. But again, I think you should be able to get through both of these, because I could do it just with, my arm pressure. So once you get your holes drilled in your wood, then you are ready to start assembling. You will get your second piece, and I've already pre-drilled my holes, and you should be able to see here. I marked off my first one, and again, the first one is just like that. And I pre-drilled 2 holes using a small drill bit, just so I would know where the holes are. Now, on some of the videos I've seen, these people are fancy. They said, countersink so that it'll fit flush. Okay, so I don't know how to do all of that. So I just drill the holes through, and yeah, same thing here. The distance between here and here is a little under 5 inches. I want to say it's like 4 3/4 inch, if I'm not mistaken. And but Yeah, about 4 3/4, or it could be 5. It doesn't matter, but I think as long as, yeah, you'll be good. 4 3/4, I believe. And the same thing here. I just drew another line there and put my holes in on that one. And so with that, I'll show you how you can assemble the two pieces together, which is pretty simple. I'll show you this. I'll just come down a little bit so you can see this. So I have a piece here, and I'm just going to take my clamp here and clamp this to my table. And this is not anything fancy. And so I have my drill here that I have, and my screws here. Screw here. And so get one piece of the wood that you have, and make sure you keep them lined up properly. So I'll take one piece here and take the wood glue. Use a little wood glue, and it'll help if I opened it up. So I just put a little wood glue on here. Hopefully you can see this. And set that on there. Like so. And then I will take my drill, and then I hold down. Like I told you, I don't have any kind of sharp or anything, so I'm just so yeah. Let's see. There we go. All right, so first one's in, and the same thing, take the second one and find your hole that you put that in at the bottom. Okay, so there, I have my two pieces together. So then I want to put in my second piece here. And you see we have this, and we'll want the wood so that it's gonna go through, slip through here just like that. But actually this is not gonna sit like this, but I'll make sure that when I put it together, it's lined up good when I put these two on here. And so now I'm going to drill this second one on here. And I'm gonna have to adjust this so that I can get to this piece here. So now that I have both pieces screwed on here, and you can see the PVC pipe fits through the connections, and it turns freely here. I need to now start connecting the PVC pipe to it. So the first thing, I have my cap with the hole drilled through the center, and I need to take that M4x8 screw that I mentioned, and I'm going to drop it into the center of here. And I have a hex screw that I will use to position it down. And you can see here, I have it down in there. And I'm just going to turn it now to get it started here. like that. Okay. And you also need to have your motor here. And I'm going to put the couplings on it. And I mentioned there are 2 little small screws. Don't want to come out. These little small screws here that go in the side of this, and I really need glasses to put this in, so we're going to hope that I get this right. Okay. Did. Right. And then I'll screw these on to hold the adapter on the shaft down. Then there's a second one. I'm going to put it in as well. Okay. So we got that screwed in here. And I have this. So this is going to connect through here. So make sure, so you can see it. These 2 are going to connect in through the hole here. So I'm just going to screw this to get it started here. And you're going to basically find, before you drill it, this, to me, this is kind of like trial and error. You got to make sure you have the whole little setup right. So before I drill my motor down, motor down, I make sure that I have my hole in the right position here. So I put, there we go. So now I just make sure that it's turning freely before I actually drill the holes to hold the motor in place. And yeah, I need screws for the motor that I don't have. So I need to go get some screws to hold the motor in place. Okay, so now that I have the screws and I can see that it's turning freely here, I can screw down the motor to hold everything in place. So I just have these little small screws here that I went and found out of my tool box. I don't know what they were for, but now they're about to hold this motor down. That's what they're about to do. So I am going to just put these in place here. Yep, still free. And I have another one here I will use to. All right. So now I have and I hope it's turned. I should have wired it up to make sure it turned right, but oops, I didn't do that. So now for the wiring piece. So these right here, it doesn't really matter how you wire these up. I saw this in the tutorials that I saw online, as well as the from experience in the previous ones. You can just wire these up. So you just connect the 2 cords from the motor to the 2 cords from here. And for right now, for the purpose of this, I'm just going to connect it here. But I do have some pieces here that you can use to connect it. But just so you can, I can show you how easy this is, that it works. I'm just gonna do it by hand, and I don't need nobody talking about what is it, if it's safe or whatever. I'm not gonna touch it, so I'm just wanting to. I just want to show you that it's going to work once you plug it in. So I have the two wires connected here, and I am going to plug this up. And since I don't have like a switch or on-off switch, you have to actually plug these in. So I'm going to plug in the power a while. And you can see it is turning. So yeah, just that simple. So with that, now that I have the turner here, I would put my male coupling on this piece and my female coupling. Oh, you can't see what I just did. I put my male coupling on this piece right here, and I put my female piece on this one. I connect it here. See if I can do it while it's turning. Yeah, there we go. And it's done. Just like that. Pretty simple. So that's how you make the one with the coupling. If I did not want this coupling here, I would replace this piece here with just this one and with the ball on it, and that would be done. But that's basically it. That's how you make a cup turner for less than 20 bucks. I didn't put everything on tightly, but of course you want to make sure it's all screwed together tightly so it will stay, everything will stay connected. And I have, show you this one here. So that everything will stay connected together when you put the cups on. And I'll show you here. So it'll all stay connected, and then you can add your cup on the end of it and then do your pour for that. But you can see that again, well, it needs to tighten everything up. But that's basically it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to try to answer. Again, I am not professional woodworker or anything. You can see I have a complete mess here, so it's just me trying to figure it out with limited skills, limited tools and things. But again, I did it all pretty cheap. In fact, my total for all of my supplies was $19.18 for everything that I used to make these cup turners. So thanks for watching.